Okay, I'm going to try and walk us through what's supposed to happen. So I'm going to copy and paste the first longitude, latitude, and bring it into Google Earth. Hit paste. Say, please find it for us. So hopefully it looks like you've gotten this far. So here's some place mark. So then you have to go up here. I know it's a little weird because there's a place mark there, and hit add place mark. It'll just put it right on top of that one. And I'm just going to call this one number 1 because that's the sample number in the lab, and hit OK. So there's a 1 there and the other longitude, latitude there, but it goes away when I come over here to the lab and I highlight the number 2 longitude, latitude, hit copy. I'm going to paste that in there, paste, and say find that one. And I wait until it actually stops moving, because then when I hit the plus up here, it'll put one right on top of that, and I put number 2, and I say OK. And you can see they're kind of propagating 1, 2 here, and then we'll do one more. So we come back to the lab on my other screen here, and I hit copy and paste, and say please find that one. And we wait until it centers on the screen, and I hit plus, and we'll just call that one number 3 and say OK. So now, in theory, if I look, I could see 1, 2, and 3. And if I double click on the 1, it centers that on my screen. So if it's not doing this and you're doing exactly what I'm doing, then I'm not sure what's happening with your Google Earth. But that's the process, and the idea is if you can plot these, you can zoom back a little bit and visually kind of see which one might be farthest from the coast. So you don't have to measure all, how many did I give you, all 24. You just say, oh, these 3 or 4 look like they're the farthest, and then I'm going to use the ruler tool to see which one is the farthest, put that in as the answer and how far it is. And same with the closest. You put them all in and say, oh, these 3 look like they're the closest. I'll zoom in on those and see if they're the closest. And then, of course, for the epicenter, you want to do the same process where you copy the epicenter, longitude, latitude, paste it in the search bar, go there, wait for it to center, hit the little plus tab up here to add a place mark and give it a name, and hit OK. And they should stay, and they should be listed over here, and you should be able to go to them when you double click. So I just wanted to make this really fast to see if we're doing the same things. If you're not, then hopefully this helps. And if you are, I'm not really sure what is happening with that. But like I said, if you have to, you can skip those few questions about which is the farthest and which is the closest.